over the years, I've met a lot of traders, and the number one question I get asked by every single new beginner trader is, what's the secret? And what I've noticed with all the traders that are profitable is that they have their psychology figured out. Now, many of you might have taken a $10,000 paper trading account and turned it into $100,000. But if I were to give you a $10,000 live account, it would be very hard for you to turn it into even $20,000, $30,000. And the whole thing behind this is your psychology. Mastering psychology is what takes any beginner and makes them into a pro. Mastering psychology can make a world of difference. Now, because you had no fear, you had no real risk to put on, it's very easy for you to make money whenever you're paper trading. Now, as soon as you add money and you add the risk of actually losing it, and you end up, thinking about, oh, I might not be able to have enough money for rent, I might not be able to have enough money to pay for stuff. That's once you start mixing all that together, that's when trading is very dangerous. Now, why is mastering psychology so important in trading? Now, if you're somebody that cannot hold your runners, you're somebody that cannot bear the thought of losing a trade, you're somebody that is holding your losers all the way down and you keep moving your stop loss back, and you're somebody that can't take a 50-cent pullback, you have poor psychology. Now, how do we improve our psychology? Here are my top 5 ways to improve psychology and how they've worked for me. Tip number 1 is that you need to journal and create a trading plan. Now, the reason why I say this is you need to know why you are entering the trade. You need to know why you are exiting the trade. You need to know what criteria need to hit for you to be able to take that trade. With a trading plan in place, it will help eliminate the uncertainty of not knowing how much you can lose, of not knowing how much you're going to win. Once you know how much you're able to lose in each trade, you're going to be able to hold them better. Now, trading mistake number 2 correlates with trading mistake number 1, and that is knowing how much you're going to lose before entering each and every trade. A lot of traders look at the upside, but they're never willing to look at the downside, especially when you're starting. You'd love to look at the 100,000, the 50,000, the 20,000 a day, but you need to know that you can also lose money. You need to have a proper stop set in place. You need to know before you enter each and every trade, okay, I'm going to lose $50, $100. And once you have that set, you will be less stressed and you will be able to focus on holding your runners. You'll be able to focus on actually the chart and what the chart's telling you. Now, tip number 3 is going to be sizing in. Whenever you're sizing into a trade, you need to do it very slowly. You need to take your time. In a month span, you should not be going from 10 contracts to 30 contracts. You should not be going from 10 to 20 contracts. You should be doing 1 to 2 to 3, maybe max contracts per month and slowly sizing in. This is going to help your equity curve, and this is going to help your P&L stay the same. Because if you're not used to seeing a negative 1,000, you're not going to do good with seeing negative 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. You need to size up very slowly, and you need to take your time. There's no rush. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Now, tip number 4 is going to be your life outside of the markets correspond with your life inside of the markets. And what I mean by this is that if you are a very disciplined person outside of the markets, you're going to come into the markets and you're going to be able to be disciplined way better, way faster. If you're somebody that is not patient outside of the markets, you're not going to come into the markets and be very patient. You're not going to be able to stare at a screen for 4 hours. It's going to cause you to take premature trades. It's going to cause you to take bored trades. So anything that you do and you see yourself failing outside of the markets, you need to fix that. If you tell yourself you're going to go to the gym every day and you don't, and you realize that you're not holding your stops or you're not holding to your stop and you're selling early, well, maybe those two have a correlation. You need to know what's going on outside and inside of the markets. Now, tip number 5 is going to be don't quit your day job. And as dumb as this sounds, the biggest thing for traders is that if you quit your 9 to 5 and you're a college student, you have a family or you have to pay the bills, you're going to be trading, you're going to be trying to make money while you're trading. And what I realized is the people that don't need the money in trading, they make the most money. Meaning that if you don't need money and you're just using trading as a side hustle and you already have a decent source of income, then you're less prone to go into your emotions. You're less prone to think, oh, I need rent for this month. Oh, I need X, Y, and Z. The less money you need in trading, the further you're going to go with trading. That's it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, give us a thumbs up. We're still new to the YouTube game, and we hope to see you in the next video.